So, everyone, welcome to another episode of Jeopardize. It's been 5 months since we released a new episode. It's been 5 months since I've ever recorded or published my video, a video on my channel. And I want to thank everyone who subscribed, who liked, who viewed my videos. 160 subs, so congrats. It's also in May. I think May 28th was the 1 year anniversary of Jeopardize, and I I didn't even realize until mid-June, I realized that we forgot to celebrate. But the podcast celebration was done very well. We had a guest, and we also had a few people ask some questions, so that was fun. And we're back, and now we're back. And now I want to talk about some really interesting phones. Now, the interesting phone I want to talk about, we're not talking about only one, and we're not talking about only phones. So, the first phone I actually wanted to talk about is the Oppo X Nendo slide phone. Now, the Oppo X Nendo slide phone, you know Oppo. Everyone knows Oppo. And Oppo is such a famous company. And Nendo is a Japanese design firm, and both of those companies have collaborated. Now, the first thing is, this is the design of the phone. It's a slide phone. They call it slide phone, and it has a few hinges in it. So which I really find interesting. And this is how the phone is compared to a credit card. It's as small as a credit card, which I really find interesting. The credit card scenario. It's as small as a credit card. You could fit it in your pocket, you could put it in your wallet. No, I don't think that's possible. And you have several modes of your phone. The fully closed mode, and then I think you have the slightly open mode, but it's a hinge. It's comprised of a few hinges, and then you have, let's say you want to see your time, you don't want to open your whole phone, you don't want to get distracted. That's the image that's gonna help you there, and which can help you there. Now, these are the several modes which you can use it on. You can see a clock, you can see your music playlist, I think a clock, and your weather, and I think there is also your reminders, your meeting times. And then this is how you open up the phone, and then you can take a selfie. You can take a selfie like this. You can even hold it horizontally or vertically. Then you open the complete phone, and you can see everything. Literally, you can write down notes. You can multitask. You can do so many things. You can watch videos. You can play games. The gaming stuff, you have the A, B, and X, Y, which you haven't seen in the video games in controllers of nowadays. Because A, B, and X, Y, I remember A, B, X, Y in the Nintendo 3DS, in the Nintendo consoles. But this is what you can do. You can see this is the various. It's so neat how you can put so much into a phone. And it's not wide. It's not like wide. You hold a phone and it's super wide. It's tall, and you have to use two hands to close the phone. If I don't want to use it anymore, I just want to see the time, you can keep it as a desk clock, because the charger is a dock, so you can do this. It goes into the dock, and let's say I want to see the time, so boom, it's like now it's a clock. It's a clock. You can watch videos while you're charging your phone. oh wow, you can even click selfies. There are several colors. In the phone. I don't really know the name of these colors, to be honest, but there are various colors, and it's so interesting that you can make a phone and use it in various purposes, and that's actually what phones are for. But this kind of phone is still a concept, to be honest. It's still a concept, but the amount of creativity people have in their minds that we should do this, it's just amazing. And you can see it has 4 cameras. So 4 cameras, you can use those 4 cameras as your selfie camera. So your main camera becomes your selfie camera, so you don't have to put another selfie camera. If you understand what I'm saying. This is still a concept. I'm saying this again and again because it's gonna be, if it releases, if it comes out, if Oppo is working on this currently, and it'll be a complete masterpiece, to be honest. Because I wonder who wouldn't want to buy a phone that's, you can use it for gaming, and it's tall. It's not that wide, but, and it's pocketable as well. So it's a 4-in-1. No, okay, scrap that thought. 4-in-1, and you have several colors as well, a good amount of colors. Now, the other thing Oppo and Nendo have worked on is something called the Music Link, which is actually, I find, very, very mind-blowing. This is the layout. You can see over here you have the small package that comes, which you open it up and it comes out into earphones. Then you have your smartwatch, right? You have that particular thing, and you connect those earbuds into the smartwatch and it becomes a fully functional smartwatch. Then you have a neck strap, and you connect your earbuds to the neck strap. It's those neck strap. It's those band earphones, wireless band earphones. Then let's say you have an earphone battery. You can charge those earbuds up. You have a wireless speaker, a AI speaker. You have a wireless charger. You connect that earphone battery into that, and boom, you have a whole package. So that's several things. You can even use it as a necklace. I think using it as a necklace would be so cool. This is the original product. Then this is a picture of the necklace. You can use it as a necklace. This is the how it looks. It's an O-shaped. They call it the Music Link, O-shaped earbuds, and then you open it up and you can put it in your ears. This is how it looks in someone's ears. It looks fairly good. Like in someone's ears, it looks fairly good, and it's just it's mind blowing. And this is how you can use it in your neck strap. This is how it is, and attach it, and it becomes a neck strap, and you can see how it becomes in your ears. This is one of my favorite things. This is very cool. It's the smartwatch thing. You have your buds, and you have a glass screen, and you have a belt, and you attach it. You attach your earbuds into the that wrist, that smartwatch band, and it becomes a fully functional smartwatch. That's how it looks in someone's hands, which is very beautiful. This is the wireless, the charger, what is it called? The earphone battery. They call it the earphone battery. So let's say you want to charge these earbuds up. I think you've got your charger. Right, there we go. And it's like that TWS system. You've heard of the TWS system, right? How it looks and how it doesn't. The whatnots of the TWS system. the TWS system is very cool, and to be honest, it's actually super cool. Then you have your wireless charger. The wireless charger is always good looking, and you can even charge up a phone. You can charge your phone there, which actually looks pretty good. So you can charge your earbuds, the charger case up, and you can also charge your, and you put a cover on top of it, which you obviously get, and it becomes into a fully functional wireless charger. And then this is the thing which is mind-blowing for me, is the speaker system. You put that earphone battery which you've connected your earbuds on, and you put it on top of that, and it becomes a fully functional speaker. Now it's obvious that you won't be understanding a thing I'm saying right now, but it's the images that actually captivate you. It's everything. This is the beauty of tech, the creativity. And if they actually release it, it's gonna be a massive boom in the market. But obviously you have to buy, if you look at it in the practical sense, you have to buy so many accessories for just one thing. Obviously you can buy a neck strap anywhere, but you can use it as a necklace. But the speaker unit, the wireless charger, the smartwatch, you have to buy those accessories differently, and it also comes in several colors. Some brown. You have what color is that? Oh my goodness! You have brown. You have black. You have a desert tan. I don't think it's called desert tan, but I would say a tan-ish color. That's a beautiful concept there of actually one thing into many things, which I find very, very, very interesting. Another really interesting thing I want to talk about was the Vivo drone system camera, which is mind-blowing. I think it's just recent news. How many days ago was it? 1 day ago or just today? 1 day ago. So this is the image. Basically, you have a look at the image. What they're trying to do is the real thing. They're trying to put a drone into a phone. A smartphone, basically a smartphone with an integrated flying camera. And they filed this patent in December of 2020. And it's a detachable flying camera. It has a few it has 3 infrared sensors and 2 cameras. Right, that is a lot, right? The patent notes that a 3rd and 4th camera will also be added, which is great. Which is also great. So it's not even a concept yet, okay? It's just a patent. It's just a patent for Vivo. It's just like so no one can steal this idea from us. It's so like that, which is very interesting because let's see, like, you have a drone in your phone, so either the phone has to be heavy. Obviously, if the drone is heavy, the phone will be heavy, and if the drone is heavy, the phone is heavy. I think that's what I just repeated it. But people want light phones now. People don't want a phone over 200 grams. I wouldn't prefer a phone over 200 grams. But this phone with the drone's got to be heavy, because if it's light, and you're like, let me take out my drone to capture some beautiful scenes. Some you have a beautiful scenery, you have a beautiful sunset outside of your house, and you have the you have your Vivo drone camera. You have your Vivo drone camera, and you're like, okay, let's capture the sunset. And you take it out, and it's super light, and you're like, wow, I love this drone, and a gust of wind comes. Where's your drone now? Like, it's because your drone is so light. It's because your drone is light, and a gust of wind just flies it away, and you don't know where your drone is. And obviously, if you put a drone in a phone, it's gonna be super expensive, more than any iPhone. But it's Vivo. You really can't expect Vivo and expensive. Those words don't really fit together. Yeah, those words don't fit together. And obviously, it's a patent. There's no certainty. Is it certainty or is it? Yeah, there's no certainty on the launch. They could introduce a gimbal into the drone. I'm just giving Vivo ideas, right? But hold up. But the gimbal system wouldn't work as well. Let me tell you why. The gimbal system wouldn't really be effective. Let's say you put a phone that has a gimbal. Let's say you put the X50 Pro, which has the gimbal, which I recently showcased, which is that was bad. That was a long time ago. But that didn't have the gimbal. But if you take the X50 Pro and you put a gimbal and you put it in a chamber and you uphold it and you throw it around with some wind, the footage is bound to be shaky. It will be shaky. So you get what I'm saying, right? It doesn't really work. Another really interesting topic I actually found, and it was not a topic, but it's a phone. First of all, iPhone 13, that's not really important, but this is the important stuff. People have actually thought this out, that if Apple and Samsung collaborated and they made a new phone called the iGalaxy S22 Pro Max concept. This is what they would call it. It's such a mouthful. I'm gonna repeat the name if you didn't listen to it. iGalaxy S22 Pro Max concept. Now, the real question is, how does it look? And there would be so many conflicts between Apple and Samsung. Whose OS should we use? Whose cameras should we use? What else? Yeah, whose what's that word? Whose blueprint should we use? Should there be a notch? Should there be a whatnot? Man, it'd be such a huge conflict. And if that happened with the iGalaxy S22 Pro Max, there's a video. I'll link it in the description if you're really interested. And obviously there's some pictures. This is really neat, to be honest, but it just doesn't work out. It has an iPhone 12 boxy design, and it's mixed with the Galaxy S21 style camera. Wow. But that would be so expensive. That'd be like you comparing two prices. That would be so damn expensive. But yeah, I think they should work together because they're both the best companies in the world, and they working together is, first of all, it would be a conflict between the fans because the fans fight more than the companies, but they do they do fight a lot. Like they do, pull each other's legs. Obviously in a professional manner. What if they went all out? Wouldn't that be really interesting? But that's how it looks. It's by 4RMD, who is a designer, and he imagined it. He's a smart guy. Shout out to 4RMD. I think he doesn't know about Jeopardize. But that's just an imagination. Would it have curved displays and all that? Wow, what not? Wow, that looks good. Looks good, to be honest. Just looks good. But if we're talking about concept phones, I think there was one I talked about one concept phone in my podcast. It's a really old podcast. I talked about the what's that phone called? The Graal phone, and I really couldn't explain it to you guys because it was very difficult. But it was a 4-in-1 kind of action, 4-in-1 action. So you can use it as a tablet, you can use it as a Windows laptop, you can use it as a camera, and it also had a 5.5 inches smartphone. It's saying it's available in 2021, but it's 2021 and I don't see anything. It has a 3D and a 2D performing camera. You can have a tablet, a smartphone. It also has a keyboard, a genuine keyboard. It's a Windows-based PC, and you can, once you switch it back, it is into a tablet. And you have an octa-core processor, a fully HD 5-inch screen smartphone. Everyone likes that, don't they? And you have a high-end 2D and 3D optical zoom, 5x xenon flash for perfect exposure and easy to use interface. And that is just, come on, man. Like, everyone would want that, right? You wouldn't? I would, because let's say the price it was supposed to be available on, let me tell you the exact date, 21st September 2018, and I'm looking at the website right now, the official website of Graal phone, in the home, available in 2021. But who wouldn't want it? You have Windows 10. Like, let me open up and do some Excel sheet work. I don't think so. Or like, let me watch a movie. So you put it back into tablet mode, and then you're like, I want to take you have a beautiful scenery outside. Let me take a picture. You need to make calls. Let me take out my 5-inch fully HD phone. Oh wow. But these concepts are so amazing. It shows us how the amount of creativity people have and how they think, and it's very interesting to read about Graal phone and Oppo X Nendo and the Vivo's drone camera. Obviously these might not be as practical in the real world as they are in our mind. In our mind we're thinking these phones are so cool. Obviously they are cool, but then in the practical world it just doesn't. It depends on how your situation is. Obviously it's beautiful, right? It's just beautiful. But I read the specs of the Oppo X Nendo. It didn't really work out. It didn't really have that kind of zest Anyways, I think interesting phones was a good episode to start off our after our 5 month break, or as many people say, hiatus. I don't know, but it was a good start. Stay tuned for more content. I will be starting to kickstart the content making now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode of Jeopardize.